joining Mike and I on the telephone, we have Pete Fisher. Pete, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. But can I just say you have the coolest job ever?
Oh, well, I'm a lucky guy, that's for sure. We have a lot of fun at the Grand Ole Opry.
You know, I had the opportunity and the pleasure of spending a weekend in Nashville, Tennessee a month ago, not even, and I had the opportunity to go to Nashville, to the Grand Ole Opry. And as I was standing in line out front, one of your guys noticed me and my husband and another couple, and he said, "You two are the most attractive couples we have all night. Please sit in the front row." And we did.
Well, you're one of the lucky folks that we pull out of the crowd every now and then and bring right down to the front row. That's great. I'm glad that happened.
It did, and I'm very excited. Now, this is your 79th year for the Grand Ole Opry?
Good Lord.
Actually, we are coming up on our 82nd year.
82nd year,
in
that's
October.
it.
That's right. The Opry began in 1925, and so we'll be celebrating 82 years.
And for people who don't know what the Grand Ole Opry is, can you briefly tell us what the Opry is and the experience that they will experience attending an event?
Well, the Grand Ole Opry is the world's longest-running live radio show, and it's the big difference is that the Opry is a show that literally hundreds of thousands of people see each year. And it's a 2 or 2.5 hour country music variety show, basically, where we like to present the new stars, the superstars, and legends of country music. And so in a single Grand Ole Opry show, you can basically witness the past, present, and future of country music. And we love to present a wide variety of musical styles, from traditional country to contemporary country, bluegrass music, Cajun music. You can see Opry favorites like Porter Wagoner and Jimmy Dickens and Loretta Lynn, and also some of today's stars like Martina McBride and Vince Gill and Carrie Underwood and Dierks Bentley. So it's really a show for all ages, and guaranteed it's like no other show you will witness in your lifetime. So it's a lot of fun.
You know, in the last 82 years, again, we got to experience the front row, so we got to see all the changes. And I believe the night that we were there, it was also being aired on GAC network. How has the experience changed over the 82 years from the live weekly radio show to what it is now, and it shows on a major network?
Well, yeah, the Opry began in 1925. The Opry was this hillbilly radio show, as they called it back in a small studio in the National Life and Accident Insurance Building, where basically it was known as the WSM Barn Dance in the beginning. And through the years, the Opry has moved to various locations and has enjoyed broadcast distribution through a wide variety of channels beyond radio. We've been on television since 1985 consistently, and actually the Opry's early television years go back to the mid-'50s. And now the Opry can be heard not only on 650 WSM AM, which is the Opry's flagship station, but also on the Great American Country Television Network. It can be seen. You can listen to the show on Opry.com over the Internet. We have a syndicated radio show called America's Grand Ole Opry Weekend, which is heard on over 200 stations around the country. And just yesterday, we announced that the Grand Ole Opry is premiering on satellite radio as well.
You know, I read that on XM radio. How huge! And I saw some of the entertainers, the Carrie Underwood being one of them, that you have performing. Is it on a couple Tuesdays from now?
Carrie's hot.
Carrie is.
That's right. Yeah, on October 9th, we'll be presenting Carrie Underwood and a lot of other great artists. You know, a single show can range from anywhere from 8 performers up to 18, 20 performers sometime, you know, like the show you witnessed.
How incredible is that for the Grand Ole Opry to be on XM radio? And then you understand you're going to rebroadcast certain shows as well.
That's right. Yeah, the Opry will premiere live on Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays on Channel 11 on XM. And then there will be encore broadcasts of the show on XM on Channel 10. And, you know, the neat thing about the Grand Ole Opry was it was basically some pioneers using state-of-the-art technology back in 1925 with AM radio to bring country music to as wide of an audience as possible. And here we are in 2007, 82 years later, using state-of-the-art technology to again increase the reach of the Grand Ole Opry. And the neat thing is institutions are not supposed to be around and not supposed to be relevant. And that's the great thing about the Grand Ole Opry is it's still as much of a part of what's happening in country music today as it was through its glory years back in the 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Yeah, country music, I think, will be around forever. Being that we're a webcast show live, I can understand how difficult it is for you guys to change your sets and all that. But you have 2.5-hour show that you broadcast live via television or the radio. How hard is it for your crew, or how on their toes do they need to be each week performing what they do and doing what they do?
Well, they really do have to be on their toes. As you witnessed, we probably mix about 60 channels of audio from all the different instruments that are on stage. Some are more complex than others, especially, the more contemporary sounds of country music. And our technicians just really do a great job of staying on top of the game. And we also make major investments in state-of-the-art technology, from automated audio consoles to, automated lighting systems and things like that. So, it may appear like it's this old hillbilly show out in front of a red barn, but really there are a lot of moving parts and a lot of very experienced technicians making it, and not to mention the incredible performers and musicians who are on stage.